Hi Garden Club, I'm coming to you from my house. I don't know about you, but I'm getting kind of tired of staying in the house. So I think we should go outside and have a virtual garden club. That means I can't really be with you, but we can do some of the same things, but you do it at your house and I'll do it at mine. We all live someplace where we could go outside and look at some plants. And so today, we're just going to look for blossoms. Tomorrow, I'll take you out and we'll look for our buds. And then we'll compare the two. So I'll find blossoms at my house, and then when I'm done, we'll dissect one, and then you find blossoms at your house.
Let's take a trip out into the yard. From here, do you see any blossoms? Look at what I found. These are daffodils. Most of them are on the ground, but we did a little creative things. The ones you're looking at right now, those are up in the middle of a tree. The tree was dead, so I planted them there. Down on the ground, we also find some other flowers. These flowers look just like the color of the ground. Look around. I bet you'll find a lot more. Have you seen any blossoms like this around your house? These are salmon berries. Salmon berries grow around woods and streams, both of which I have in my yard. And when they finish blooming, they'll turn into a orangish color berry, which is very tasty to eat if you can beat the birds to them. They kind of look like a blackberry.
Wildflowers from a packet of wildflower seeds. Okay, I'm going to use a knife that we usually use for carving pumpkin because it's not very sharp. It's not going to cut my hand, but it will cut through plants really well. And I'm going to start down here on the stem. And you notice this little joint right there? See this joint? That's where the flower begins to grow. Now look, here's the flower, and look at this bulb kind of at the end of the flower. You see the bulb right there? What do you think's inside of it? We're going to find out. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to take my knife and I'm just going to put it in, and I'm going to gently rock it back and forth. Once I get started, it'll be easier. There we go. And I'm going to hold it on each side, and I'm just going to cut right up the middle of the flower. Oops, I tore a little bit. It's okay. I'm going to pull it apart, and I'm going to lay it open, and then I'm going to pick the camera up and show you what we found. If we look, right here is the little bulby area. And look, what do you see in there? I think those are seeds. If you find a daffodil that is already done blooming, a lot of times this side will be really poofy. When it dries, if you open it, you might get a surprise. We usually plant bulbs to make daffodils grow again in the spring, but they actually do come from flowers. Now, if we look in the middle of the flower here, we have the petal. Then we have these long things right here with this fuzzy stuff on the end. Do you see the fuzzy? That fuzzy is pollen. And see how it rubs right off on my finger? That's what a bee's going to collect and take to another plant. This is the stamen right here. If we look at the other side, we're going to see the same thing. There's the middle part. Look at all those seeds growing in there. That's a lot of seeds. Here's up the flower. Now look at the very end of this part. It's called the pistil. Do you see that little, looks like lips right there? That right there is where the bee is going to deposit the pollen from the stamen on the side, and that's what makes it so that those seeds will be ready to grow again. Okay, you hopefully went out to your yard and you found some blossoms, and maybe your parents let you help cut them apart. Afterwards, because we don't know what kind of things might have been on those blossoms, wash your hands. So make sure you use your soap, sing your ABCs, which I'm not going to have you listen to me sing because that might not be a pretty thing. And wash your hands through the whole alphabet or ABC. So let's recap. What we found today were some blossoms. Those blossoms are that are both people planted and that were planted naturally in an area. We cut those blossoms open, and even if we were to have cut the most minuscule blossom open, we would find still the same parts that we found in the daffodil. Tomorrow, I'll take you out into the yard and we'll look at buds. I know, I said this is one garden club, and it is buds and blossoms, but I'm going to divide it up into 2 time frames. Okay, make sure you wash your hands, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.